it's Wendy here from Wendy Wise Beauty. Thanks for stopping by and for keeping me company on my channel. Guys, I have been gone for a little while, but I am back. Everything is okay, so I am doing videos again. Today's video, it is a quasi review, me talking to you guys about fragrances that I have picked up lately. I have some new ones from Hermes. I have some from Initio, and also I wanted to give you guys my final thoughts, my final review on this Yum Pistachio from Kayali. I did review this one, I believe, right when it came out, and I did tell you guys I wanted to wear it in warm weather and then let you guys know how I was feeling about it. I have also another pistachio fragrance which is new on the market that I would also like to give you guys my thoughts about. So let us get into this one, guys. You know I always get so overly excited and bubbly when I am talking about fragrances, and I have not done this in a long time, so bear with me today. The first one I will start with. This is a new fragrance from Hermes. It is called Jardin en Cythère. This one came out this year. I saw this in the beginning of summer. Actually, the packaging, it is also very beautiful. I don't think I will throw away this box because the artwork, it is just so pretty. Anyway, En Jardin en Cythère, this is such a beautiful fragrance. I saw this and sampled this at the department store. I went in with a friend who wanted to get an Hermes bronzer, and this was there. I tried the tester, I sprayed this on, and I fell in love with this immediately. We went and had lunch and had drinks, and then I came back to the shop and I wanted this fragrance, and they had testers, but they did not have the fragrance. So I had to order this online. This fragrance, it is pistachio with olive wood. And it also has a bit of a citrus note. It is not overtly citrusy. It is just a beautiful blend of some woody, some warm cereal notes with some citrus thrown in there. This fragrance, it is supposed to remind us of a garden on the island of Cythera in Greece. This is what Hermes says about this fragrance: a sun-drenched fragrance in which the scent of golden grass mingles with the strength of olive wood and the tenderness of fresh pistachio. This fragrance, it is not a pistachio soliflor, but there is enough, a good dose of pistachio in here that you can enjoy the note. It is a warm fragrance, but also a summer fragrance. It is such a well-made blend. The fragrance does have a green note, but it is not overtly fresh. It is more of a creamy blend. Honestly, guys, I have not checked for Hermes fragrances in quite some time. The last fragrance from Hermes which really captivated me, like this one, it was Un Jardin sous le Nil. I did have this one. I used an entire bottle and I have always wanted to repurchase it, but I have so much perfume. This one, the list price, it's 123 euros, but like all Hermes fragrances, depending on where you buy it, will depend on how much you pay. I mean, the prices vary in the parfumeries here, anywhere I would say from 80 euros to about 110. If you buy it from Hermes, of course, you will pay the 123. The lasting power of this fragrance, it is not super, it is average. And I do love to spray this so much. Actually, I bought an atomizer. Yeah, one like this that I can decant some of this fragrance and take it along in my purse, or for when I am traveling, because this bottle is quite big. These atomizers you can get in any kind of perfumery, and they are refillable. These actually come in very handy with my Serge Lutens, the bell bottles, yeah, because they have glass stoppers and you could never travel with those. So I will be decanting some of this fragrance in here. The last couple of releases from this Jardin series from Hermes, they were all quasi in the same fresh leaning green genre of scents, and I have not picked up any of them, but this one is different. Please give this a try and let me know what you guys think about it. Being that this fragrance also has a pistachio note, this Kayali Yum Pistaschio, it is now very warm here. I am wearing this fragrance again in summer. The opening is still a problem for me. I find the opening to be a bit too aggressive. I like this fragrance after about an hour of having sprayed it. But on the other hand, one of my perfume friends, she bought this and she absolutely loves it. She has already gone through the 10 milliliter and she purchased already 100 milliliter. So this is one that everyone really needs to try. I definitely will not be purchasing this again. And en Jardin de Cythère, this will be my pistachio fragrance for summer. Guys, the next fragrance that I picked up recently, this one, it is from Initio. It is called Musk Therapy. The bottle looks like this. I will put a picture here so you guys can see what this looks like. Initio, of course, it is a niche fragrance line out of France, and I started using this fragrance in the winter last year, and I had this on my list of fragrances to gift myself for winter, but I had so many I thought this would be better in the summer months. Musk Therapy, it is a beautiful musk blend. It is complex. If you are looking for a very soft and linear musk fragrance, this is not it. It is warm, it is creamy, and the fragrance needs a bit of time to develop. In the opening phase of this fragrance, you would never think that this is a musk fragrance. But when the fragrance develops and it gets to the heart note and the base, then this is a very sexy, creamy musk fragrance. This is a fragrance, I have to say, I would not buy this blind. It is worth going into the shops and spraying this on and wearing it a couple times. One of my friends did try this fragrance at the same time I did, and it smelled completely different on her. It was an immediate scrubber. Initio fragrances, these are about 245 euros, so it is not a fragrance that you want to make a mistake with. I do remember when I tried, I think it was aphrodisiac, when I spread it on, it was absolutely beautiful, and about an hour after I had spread the fragrance, it had completely changed on me. So yeah, this is one to try, but guys, I love this fragrance so much. It is really sexiness in a bottle. I did not go much into the notes, but this is a fragrance, I would say it is a creamy, woody musk fragrance on a bed of white sandalwood. Absolutely gorgeous. The other two fragrances that I am going to talk about, one of them is from the Hermes, I would say their exclusive collection. When I bought, I think it was the bronzer from Hermes, I was gifted these two samples. The first one, it is called Rose Ikebana. And the second one, it is Myrrhe Églantine. The Myrrhe Églantine completely blew me away. I have this already on my Christmas list. I will talk about this second. And I will start with the Rose Ikebana. I think it is called Ikebana. This one, it is from the Hermes series. It is classified as a green rose fragrance. It is very fresh and peppy. The composition of this one, the notes, yeah, it is rose, rhubarb, tea, lemon, cassis, orange, and musk. I do not get any musk in this fragrance. It is simply a very fresh rose. The lasting power could be better, but I have better rose fragrances in my collection. If you are looking for a very fresh rose fragrance and something which will not go stale, and yeah, this would be one to look for, but for me, this is not a fragrance that I will purchase a full bottle of. On the other hand, Myrrhe Églantine, I sprayed this and I had to have it immediately on like my Christmas list, what I want to give myself this year. This fragrance, it came out in 2018. And it is unisex. It is myrrhe and wild rose. Honestly, I don't know why I have not tried this before. Yes, I do. I have not really been checking for Hermes fragrances. Like I said, the last couple of fragrances, they were so la same old fragrance. I have been looking elsewhere. Guys, I tried this. It is class and elegance in a fragrance. It is, I think, an all year round fragrance. It is a bit, I would say, woody. It is not a rose scent. It is a perfect union of notes. It is just so beautiful. If you can get a sample of this or go to the Hermes counter and try this. I got this sample for free. Actually, this one, it is terribly expensive. 100 milliliters is costing 260 euros. And I think this one, it is only sold at Hermes. I will cherish this sample. How big is this? I think this is 4 milliliters. The notes in this fragrance, it simply says, you know, rose and myrrhe. But this is not a floral fragrance. If you are expecting rose, floral, this is not the one. I must say this is one of the most beautiful renditions of Myrrhe that I have come across. Myrrhe is not a note I gravitate towards because it tends to make me sometimes a bit nauseous. For example, the last Myrrhe fragrance I tried, I believe it was from Andy Tower. And this one for me was a scrubber immediately. It made me sick. I think the last Myrrhe that I had that I could really use, it was from Serge Lutens. But this one, guys, this is so beautiful. If you did not know there was Myrrhe in this fragrance, you would never sniff and say, ah, Myrrhe. This is beautiful. The drawback really to this one is the price. 260 euros is a bit much, but this fragrance, it is really unique. It is not something that you find every day. Reason why I am putting this one on my Christmas list, and I am hoping that this 4 milliliters lasts me until then, because I will only be wearing this on special occasions. Now I am down to the last two fragrances. Guys, I think I have told you guys, I am a fan of Britney Spears Fantasy. I have fantasy in just about every variation you can think about. The only one I really don't have at the moment, it is the original juice. I gifted it to my niece some time ago because she wanted it, and yeah, I did give it to her because I thought I could pick up another bottle, you know, on the internet, because I knew someone, another perfume collector, who had those for sale, but I have not been able to pick it up. If you know where I can pick up an original bottle of Britney Spears Fantasy, please let me know. But I added two variations to my collection. I did pick up this Fantacy Intense. Guys, I don't know why. This one, it is very expensive. This bottle, yeah, 100 milliliters of Fantacy Intense, it cost 56 euros on sale. I mean, I purchased it because this one, I find it to be the closest to the original Britney Spears Fantasy. Fantasy has always been for me a Saturday fragrance. This fragrance, it is really awesome. I have never been a big fan of Britney Spears music, you know, but her fragrances have always been good, especially Fantasy. The other Fantasy variation I picked up, and guys, I was so happy. I ordered this all the way from the US because I found it on, I believe it was a collector's website. This one, it is called Sunset Fantasy. I had been looking for this one for such a long time. This is a fruity, tropical version of Fantasy. This one came out in 2017. This one, it is described as a fruity vanilla with sweet citrus notes. I am looking at the notes. It is the top note. It is Italian mandarin, apple blossom grapefruit, and orange blossom. This one, it is a beautiful version of Fantasy, and it is very summery. I will definitely include this one in my summer perfume rotation this year. This one, it is a bit different to the other Fantasy fragrances. in that it has a bit of a milky note. In the opening and in the heart of this fragrance, there is a bit of, I would say, dairy accord. I do like this very much. I forgot to tell you guys about Fantacy Intense. This one has pear, lychee and kiwi. Like I said, this reminds me more of the original Britney Spears Fantasy. I did read on a perfume website here called Parfumo, I think this is only in Europe, that the Fantacy Intense, it is only available in Europe. I am not sure, this would be a bit strange to have this only available in Europe. I don't know, maybe this is why it is so expensive. Anyway guys, this is beautiful, and if you are liking the original version of Britney Spears Fantasy, this is one to check out. One of these days, I need to do a video just on my Britney Spears Fantasy and Fantasy flankers. I have so much fun with those fragrances, but I want to again get a bottle of the original juice before I do the video. So don't forget, send me an email if you see a bottle of original Fantasy for sale anywhere. I am always looking, but I have not been able to find any. Business as usual, it is a fragrance video and I can talk on and on non-stop about fragrances, but honestly, us fragrance lovers, we have a lot of patience, and I do notice that my fragrance videos, people tend to watch the entire video. So I will not shortchange you guys by doing a video for 10 minutes. I will tell you all there is to know about the fragrance. Anyway guys, I just sprayed a bit more of a garden in Cythère, Jardin Cythère. I am heading into the city. I wish you guys a lovely rest of day. Take care, send me a few comments, let me know what fragrances you have on your list for the summer, and hope to see you again soon on my channel. Tschüss!